Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Create at Home with me, Noen Eubanks. This is episode 4, and I'm going to be doing some video game making today. It's really exciting. If you don't know, the Create at Home thing is a 7-part series that I'm doing in partnership with Converse, where every single day I'm going to be doing a new thing in quarantine. I did some painting, I did some cooking, and now I'm going to make a video game. So it should be pretty fun. Also, make sure you check out the pinned comment so that you get 25% off some of my favorite Converse products. All you have to do is text Noen to 75140, and yeah. Also in this episode, I'm going to be doing a giveaway from my latest collection, from my Not Known stuff. So stay tuned throughout the episode to hear about that. Yeah. I think that's it. I think I'm just going to get into it. Now you guys can see, not yet. This screen is the same as this screen, so you guys can see everything that I'm looking at just here. So what I'm going to be doing is making a game. If you don't know what a video game is, it's basically, don't know, I'm just going to have a bunch of pictures doing some stuff, and hopefully it'll be fun. And you can follow along if you want to. I don't know if you have a computer, just head on over to this website that I'm going to get into in a sec. And yeah, I think that the best way to start any game is with a good plan. So I'm going to plan out what I'm going to do. I don't really know, but I kind of want to have like it scrolling and then have like a shooter. So basically, I think I kind of want to use this shoe that I'm wearing right now, which is amazing. I think it's one of my favorite shoes, just period. Like, it's just really cool. I think I'm gonna try to take that and turn it into the character for the game. I'm just trying to draw it really quickly. I'm not very good at drawing, so this is as good as you're gonna get. That doesn't look wrong. Yeah, also don't forget to ask me any questions. I can answer any of the questions while I'm going through this. Yeah, so feel free. This right here, this is basically the shoe. It's the same thing. And I kind of want this to be going up and down and like side to side. And then I don't know what's going to be coming through this way, but basically I think this should be like the sky. And then there should be little enemies. I don't know what they're going to be yet. But I want them to come from this side and like just slowly just try to move all the way from this side to the other one. And then this, you have to dodge it and not get shot. And if you get shot, you die and you just, that's it. Dead. The end. That's it. I think that's the whole principle that I'm going to run with, and yeah, I'm just going to get started. So I'm going to be making this in Scratch. If you don't know what that is, you probably don't. It's just a website where you can just code some stuff. It's really simple. It's made for kids to learn how to code, so really anyone can do it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, most of the things, once you understand it. And I think there's tutorials. So if you just go to the website, you can follow some tutorials, or you can just follow me, because I'm going to be doing it right here, right now. If you're just now joining, I'm making a game with a Converse shoe. So yeah, let's get started. I gotta find the shoe. I gotta find a picture of it, because the picture that I have is not very good. Or the picture that I drew. shoe is called Purple Run Star Hike. Here it is. I'm just gonna save this picture.
Noen, Shed Xney asks, what shows do you recommend for this quarantine?
The Mandalorian. Actually, how about this? Just watch all of Star Wars. You've got plenty of time. You might as well. I recommend. Right now, I'm importing the shoe so that I can have the shoe as a character in the game. Yeah, and so there it is. There's the shoe. We're gonna try to fix it so it doesn't have this background on it.
Noen, your_local_Layla asks, what's your favorite color and favorite TikTok trend?
Favorite color, it depends on what it's for, because I don't really have like one just general favorite color. There's a lot of them, I think. Oh, what a mess. Maybe red? Yeah, red's a good color. I'm just trying to erase some of the lines that are on this so that it looks better. You see there's like some weird looking stuff there. We don't like weird looking stuff, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I might just leave it like this for a sec because we can always come back and try to fix it later.
Noen, Aslak_Jordan asks, says, yo, love your keyboard, what brand is it?
This is a Corsair keyboard. Yeah, Corsair. I think the shoe's ready to start putting some code on it. I haven't done any coding so far, just getting the shoe so that it's our character right here, so we can do some stuff. Yeah, looking pretty good. I think that looks great. The shoe is pretty big because this is our entire, this is the whole screen of the game. So the shoe's pretty big. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. There. It's a pretty good size character, I think. Just have him move up and down and stuff.
No, Stefania.Eliza_25 asks, what's your favorite hair color?
Favorite hair color was the blonde to purple that I did. I want to remake it with red soon enough. Yeah, for anyone just now joining, I'm making a game as part of the Create at Home series that I'm doing in partnership with Converse, where I do something new every day. Today, like I said, I'm making a game. Also, if you guys want 25% off of my favorite Converse products, all you have to do is read that pinned comment right here and text Noen to 75140, and they're gonna text you how to get some discounts on my favorite stuff. Yeah, I think. So, this is our character, but you can't really tell because he doesn't move on his own. He's just sitting there. So, I'm going to make it to where he can move. I'm going to do it in just a really simple way right now. Basically, this right here, it says, I don't know, you probably can't read it from there, but it says when a certain key is pressed, it's going to do any action that I put under it. So, I'm just going to do up, like when I press up on the keyboard, and then now I have to set what it's going to do, and all I want it to do is change the Y by 10. Now, if you don't know it's graphs. Graphs have an X and they have a Y. The X is horizontal and the Y is perpendicular to that. So looking at this is the X-axis and this is the Y-axis. So when I press up, I want the Y-axis to go up in value so that the shoe is moving up. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. And yeah, I think I actually already did it. So yeah, now whenever I press up the up arrow, the shoe is going to slowly move up. And that's all that I need right now.
No, and Hatavana's asking, what are you snacking on during quarantine?
Gushers, Pop-Tarts. I mean, pretty typical snack stuff, I think.
Man1c.exe is asking, where do you get your skateboards?
Where do I get my skateboards? Wherever. Skate shop. I'm not really picky. Yeah. I just think as long as it's like quality board and quality parts in there, it doesn't really matter where you get them from. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make another one of these. I just duplicated it. So what I'm going to do now is have this say when the down arrow is pressed, instead of changing the Y value by 10, making it go up, I'm going to do -10, which is just going to do the opposite of that. It's going to make it go down. And yeah, so now we have a shoe that can move up and down. And that was the first goal, and it's done. Now we have a character, and it's animated, and it can move just like I guess you would expect in a video game. Now we need to make the enemies. I think I'm just gonna use something from Inside of Scratch, because these are all characters that they've already made, and so I can just take any of these and just use them. I think I kind of want to use these cheese puffs, because maybe our game is going to be about staying healthy. I like that. Okay, so now we have our cheese puff guy.
Ruby Calvin 9 is asking, what are you doing?
So, for anyone just not joining, I'm making a game today as part of the Create at Home series that I'm doing with Converse. Yeah, making a game. Right now I have a shoe. This shoe that I'm wearing, my favorite shoe. And he's going to be flying around, trying to, I guess, dodge Cheetos. And probably, I would probably throw some fruit in there to give him like some health or something like that. But that's later. We gotta set up this enemy right now, because right now, all we can do is this: move up and down and stare at the Cheetos. So for these Cheetos, I think how I'm gonna do this is I'm going to create a clone of the Cheeto at like random times, and then those clones of the Cheetos are going to fall through here. But in order to do that, I first have to hide. Well, okay, I'm not gonna go there actually. In order to do that, I guess I would first have to clone them. So what I'm gonna do now is this is basically, this is going to let me know when I start the game, which is this flag up here. So when I start the game, anything that I put under here is going to happen. So when I start the game, it's going to create a clone. And now, when I start it, it creates a clone. And it doesn't really do anything right now, it just kind of duplicates it. And that's because we don't have anything, it doesn't know what to do when it gets cloned. So we're just going to have to make that. So here this one is. This one says when I start as a clone. So now when it starts as a clone, yeah, so now when he starts as a clone, he's going to do whatever I put under this. So what I'm going to put, just so that we can see it, I'm going to have him go to a random, go somewhere completely random in this little section here, and just because I want to, I'm going to have it change color. So now, whenever we start it, you see there's a random there's a random bowl of green Cheetos floating around. So basically, we know that this works and that we have it cloning. So now that we have our Cheetos cloning, we need to figure out what to actually do with them. Just gonna clean this up. Okay. So instead of having it whenever it starts, I'm going to have it wait random amount of seconds, like a random amount of time, and then it's going to create a clone. But I don't want it to do it just once, I want to do it the whole time. So what I'm putting on this right here, this is a forever loop. So what it's going to do is anything that I put inside of there is going to just do it, and like always. So yeah. So whenever this is clicked, it's going to create a clone. And then I guess I probably should have left this in there. Yeah. So then when it starts, every second, you see there's a new bowl of Cheetos, which is great. This is exactly what we want for now. I'm just gonna leave this here, and I think I'm gonna work on what happens when it turns into a clone. So I think it should go somewhere along weird. I want them to spawn along this edge so that they can move this way instead of just going around and not doing anything. So I'm going to first. I'm also giving away some of my latest clothes from my Not Knowing collection. Here is one of the shirts, and here's the back of it. And here's the back of the hoodie. It's the front of the hoodie. Sorry. Yeah, so just stay tuned to the end of the episode to find out how you can get them for being cool. Okay, continuing on this, I want them to always be moving to the left. So when it starts as a clone, it's going to always move backwards. Is what I just, yeah, so whenever it starts as a clone, it's always going to move backwards. That's what this means. Yeah, I know you can't really read it, but that's what it says. And now we need to also have it to where it goes to a random position, which is what we made earlier. And now it looks like this, which is close to what we want. It's getting there.
Noen _Melamanka_ asks, do you like to ride sneakers or skateboard more? I guess that's talking about the sketches.
The Heelys?
Yeah, the Heelys.
Both. I don't know. They're different. They're very fun. I really want to put wheels inside of these really bad. We'll see. Okay, so part of the problem is that whenever the Cheetos start, they're not going to somewhere along the edge. They're just going wherever they want, which is bad. We don't want them to go wherever they want. We want them to go specifically along this edge. So in order to fix that, we have to let it know where the edge is. So when it starts as a clone, it's going to go to So I'm reading this right here. It's saying that the X is about 230. I'm gonna go for 250. And that makes it all the way off the screen. And then we want it to be at different levels. So I'm gonna have to do that. But let's just check to make sure that it's off the screen first. And that looks kind of like how we want it to. I think that's pretty good.
Noen, CJ59590 asks, Noen, do you like spicy food?
I like spicy food, yeah. I like a lot of different kinds of food. Maybe not too spicy. Maybe not too spicy. So basically, they're all in the same level. They're all going in a line because while they are going to the right distance on the X, they're all spawning here and going this way. But I want them to go anywhere random up here. So again, you have to let it know that it needs to be random. Also, if anyone can't tell, what I'm doing right now is I'm making a game. Yeah, and if you want 25% off some of my favorite Converse products and this outfit that I'm wearing, text Noen 75140. It's that easy. Also, right here, you see, it's exactly what I just said, but typed out. Easier for you to read it. Anyways, here's some math stuff. I'm going to drag this one out. This is the pick a random between, so I need to figure out what these values are. So the lowest it goes is about, I'll do 140, and the highest to be 140. Okay, so pick a random spot in between negative 140 and positive 140, and it's gonna go there. And for the most part, I think that's the start of our game. Got some movement going, things are happening. If you notice, the cheetahs are quite big, and they're all getting stuck here, and our shoe's just kind of going through them. So we need to do a couple of things. First, I would like to change the size of the Cheetos. So when they start as a clone, so basically whenever they duplicate, I'm going to have them change a size, random in between, let's try 30 and 40. Looks pretty good. Looks like there's a bunch of bowls of Cheetos flying at our guy here, and that's what we wanted. So we're going to continue to move on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this right here so that you can't see it. I'm just going to drag it out here. So yeah, and then every time it starts as the clone, it's going to go to that position, and then it's going to stop hiding itself. So let's just see if that worked. That one might have been kind of hard to explain, but
Noen.
Basically, we just got rid of the big cheetah ball.
H_Rizza asks, what's the game called?
Doesn't have a name yet. We're gonna feel it out and see what the name should be. But yeah, good progress so far. Like I said, I would like for them to take damage. So, yeah, I've got to figure that out. Better idea. How about you guys comment what you want the name to be, and if we see any good ones, we'll just pull them out and use them. So yeah, shoot away. Throw out some names for this. There's not really much of anything so far, so yeah.
Annie Baby 09 says, hey Noen, are you a cat or a dog human?
Neither. I like them both evenly, but for my current living situation, it would be better for me to have a cat. So yeah, I was gonna get a cat for quarantine, then quarantine, and I plan on getting a cat afterwards. I would like a cat. I think it would make me hopefully happy. Okay. So yeah, looks pretty good. I think what I'm gonna do now, because it seems like they're taking a certain amount of time to get to the end. Once that certain amount of time is passed, I'm gonna delete it so that they don't all just pile up there. Yeah, let's see how long that is. Let's try 2 seconds. 2 seconds is a little bit too long. Let's try 1.5.
No, Mitch Hafford says Converse vs Cheetos 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That's a pretty good name. I'm gonna write it down. I don't know how to spell that. Electric. Yeah, that's a killer name. Still taking suggestions. Nothing is final. Nothing is final. Yeah, I think we've pretty much got these Cheetos set up for now. So what I'm gonna do now is just have, I'm gonna make a loop right here that's going to basically tell me whenever our character touches a Cheeto. So forever, always, it's going to be checking if, which right here, there's an if statement. If, where's touching? Sensing, touching cheese puffs, and just to test it, I'm just gonna have it say hello. Let's see.
Noen Punk_IRL asks, are you coding?
Yes, I'm coding. I'm making a game right now. So as you can see, basically everything's working pretty much. We can go up and down, and if we accidentally touch one of the Cheetos, it says hello, which is just the test. We're gonna make it not say hello. I just wanted to see if it was gonna work before we get too committed into that box. Yeah. So I accidentally touched it. That's my bad. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna give him health. I think that you should be able to survive multiple hits. So what I'm gonna do now is make a variable. If you haven't gotten to that point in school yet, a variable is like a variable is a thing that stores information, and it can be anything. In math and algebra, it's usually a letter. In this, it's just going to be whatever name we want it to be. I'm gonna have it just say health. And I'm just gonna leave it for all of them. And here it is in the top left. You can see there's the health. This is going to help us keep track of his health.
No.
I think
Randy_Ridgway asks, who or what inspires the music you want to make in the future?
Probably all of the softcore indie bands that I listen to. They would probably inspire it. You know, a little bit of Tame, a little bit of everything. I wouldn't consider myself to be too picky. All this stuff is slowed. My automatic playlist is pretty goofy, to be honest. It's a lot of slowed down stuff. Anyways, when the game starts, I kind of want to set his health to 3. I say you should be able to survive 3 hits. That sounds about fair. And then, if it touches a cheese puff, it's going to minus the health by 1. And then, just to make sure that it's not dealing a lot of damage as it's continuing to pass through it, I'm going to have it wait until it's not touching the cheese puff. And yeah, that should be that little part figured out. This is episode 4 out of 7 with the Converse Create at Home series that I've been doing. Coding a game, if you can't see. Yeah. Coding a game with a Converse shoe, which is sick. It's actually coming along pretty nicely, I think. It's health now, you move up and down, and it should, yep, you see, there it goes. It takes 1 health away every time it gets hit. But we don't really have it do anything else, and it's going to keep on going down under 0. So we're not finished with that just yet. But the cheese puffs don't explode when they touch the shoe yet. So that's an issue because we like explosions. So we're going to start a new line of code here that is going to basically be doing the same thing that the other one did, but just reversed. So where is it? I'm going to take the same exact code from... Are you gonna... Okay, it's in.
Noen. Aris_1941 asks, are you making it on Scratch?
I am making it on Scratch, yes, because Scratch is very easy. Anyone can follow along, and anyone can join in if they wanted to. So instead of having to say touch cheesy puffs, I'm going to flip it and have it say when it touches the shoe. And it's going to do nothing about changing health. Instead, what I'm going to have it do is I kind of want it to explode. So yeah, when it's touching the shoe, I think it should spin. It should probably spin. We're just gonna do. I'm just gonna try this out real quick. Let's see how this works. This should look pretty funny, to be honest. Yeah. So as you can see, they're like being flung off and going in a crazy direction, which is really cool, I think. The problem is it's only turning 20 degrees, and I kind of want it to be a little bit more random than that. So I'm going to have it go from -20 to 20, and now it should have a more full range of motion. Yeah, so we hit them, and it kind of freaks out a little bit, and then I'm going to have it do some video effects. How about we do a fisheye? And let's see what that looks like. If you guys, yeah, that looks, actually I don't think you can tell that's doing it. Okay, so this is great. This is a great point that we run into. What I've done here is I made bad code. So I'm gonna take some steps back. I got a little too far ahead of myself, I think. Just gonna go and delete both of those. Yeah, so what I'm actually gonna have it do is send out a message, and I'm gonna cover a little bit more on that. So when it receives the message, I'm going to have it. Oh wait, okay, this is deeper than it should be. Give me a sec. More steps back. Yeah, so with what I was thinking, I was gonna have it do some more variable work, but because variables are universal and not specifically like to the individual duplicates, what would end up happening, and I can go ahead and tell you now, is whenever I would hit one of them, they would all explode, which is, it would be good if I wanted the game to be easy, which I don't. So we're going to just completely ignore that. I'm gonna start just thinking of a different way to do this. So instead of waiting until, I'm gonna do an if or repeat statement. So instead of just gonna sit there and wait and do nothing, it's going to constantly be doing this action until it's not touching it. So the action that I want it to do is, how about we do another video effect? Let's just try ghost, because what that should do is actually fade it out. And yeah, let's run this and let's see if that is correct. Yeah, so now whenever I hit one of these Cheetos, as you can see, they kind of fade away. Which is great, which is exactly what we wanted, except there's not a lot of action going on right here. So instead, I think I want to try to make a boom boom. And I want it to explode. So, in order to do that, I'm gonna have to go back to the shoe. So, before that, I'm going to work on a different effect. I like some of these other effects. Let's see. Also, don't forget, ask me anything in the chat, and if it's a good question, it will be read out to me, and I will respond to that good question. We're gonna start with this. Yeah, so this is what we've got so far. As you can see, it kind of just melts them. I don't know how much I like that. How about instead of new idea. Let's go with this sound, because I don't have any sounds yet. Let's just do this.
Noen.
And then I'm going to do a wait.
Underscore Valentines underscore asks, would you rather be invisible for a day or be able to fly for a day?
Fly. Only for a day? Oh my god, I would be miserable afterwards. I would that would suck. That would really suck. It works. Pretty much. It looks a little bit bad because it's not immediately disappearing. So I'm going to just make it to where it does that. It immediately disappears. And yeah, everything is good. So now every time we touch one of these Cheetos, makes a pop sound. And our health goes down. Not anymore, actually. Gotta fix that.
No, and Madison underscore Palmero asks, have you ever made a game before?
Yeah, I've actually made multiple games. Nothing published. I've never got through like the project phase. I kind of just leave it at that because most of the time it's for schoolwork and stuff. Yeah, I have made a couple of games before. Most of the time they're just knockoff of other games and stuff. I'm going to get rid of the hide thing because I think that was causing some issues because it wasn't registering when it was connecting. Okay, now it's for sure going through. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. Each time we hit one of these Cheez-Its, our health is going down, Cheetos. It's playing a really annoying pop sound. I think we should try to find a new sound. So, just to let you guys know, Scratch is a free website where you can program like anything. Like it's very simple 2D games, really easily. And with that, there's a lot of like free assets in here. Well, I would say a lot, but it's not really that much. And they're the worst. They're just the goofiest sounding things ever. They just sound pretty bad. Oh, this one's pretty cool actually. Yeah, you get it. Just a lot of like free sound effects. So let's just try to find something that doesn't sound that bad. I like that. Sounds great. We'll do that one. So now, you're supposed to avoid the cheetahs. I'm purposely running into as many as I can. Yeah, and then to cover up bad looking stuff, all you have to do is create particles. Basically, what particles are, it's effects. I'm just going to try to throw some pretty stuff on top of everything so that it looks a little bit nicer. But up to this point, we have a working game, if you want to call it that, because we have movement, which is great. I could play it just like this. At this point, the game technically is almost finished. I guess all I'd have to do to have it complete is, now that my health drops to 0, just kill him. And to be honest, that's not that hard. So maybe we'll hold off on that just for a sec. And actually, I'll look at the time. Maybe I will make the end real quick. If you're just tuning in, I'm making a game. I have been making a game for a couple minutes now. And this is what I got. It's this Converse shoe, which is my favorite shoe, which, by the way, if you want 25% off, all you have to do is text Noen to 75140. And yeah, so I can go up and down, and I can dodge the unhealthy snacks, or get hit by them, and it plays a sound, which is great. I would love to have a little every time. So let me see if there's anything in here that I could use. Okay, this sun right here kind of, to me, looks like a little ball of fire, which is basically what the sun is. So I'm gonna have this here. Also, tomorrow is Fan Friday for the Converse IG Live series. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see me do. You can say it in this chat right now, or you could go to my Instagram story post where I have a response box, and you can fill out the response box. I was digging through all of them. I read a lot of them that you guys probably didn't think I was going to read, judging by some of the responses. So yeah, just go ahead, just throw some ideas in there. And how about this? If it's a good idea and we end up using it, I'll shout out your username. I'll say, this idea was brought to you by this person. But only if it's an original idea and it's great and you're the only one that I see. So I'm trusting you guys. Give me something cool to do tomorrow. Don't just say do whatever you want. Yeah, so what I'm going to have here is, because I'm lazy, I'm not going to change this message. I'm just going to have it receive the message. And then I'm going to have it loop. I'm going to have it repeat a certain amount of times. And we're going to make it a random amount of times. And create a clone. This is very similar to what I did with the cheese puffs. It's almost the same thing. And then I'm gonna have it when I start as a clone. Go to shoe. So now what's gonna happen is when they receive message 1, which doesn't have a broadcast yet, I'm gonna put a broadcast message in here. Which is happening? I might have just wrote something, but we'll see. Yeah, great. This is actually perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. This is very promising. Well, it stopped being promising. I think it froze. Out of my control. Let's see if it clears up. Okay, there it goes. Sweet. So, to explain basically what just happened there, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Save more often than I did, please. if you're ever gonna do anything, make sure you save regularly. I say every couple of minutes, just save, just like that. Yeah, I also would like it to be a little bit smaller. So we're gonna have it do 5%. So now, wait. And then I'm gonna have it wait a second and then just delete itself, just so that it doesn't get overwhelming and break the game again. Yeah, so as you can see, it just spawns in a couple little things. I don't like these numbers. We're gonna have it anywhere between 5 and, actually anywhere between 3 and 5 little dots. We're gonna spawn in. Just like that. And then I'm also going to have it to where it turns to any random direction. And then walks 10 steps. Just because why not? So as you can see, I mean, looks pretty good to me. I'm counting all of these as W's. Anything that's happened so far. I might be moving a little bit too fast. How about we do? Just moving a little bit too fast.
No, and Jesse_Rosa_A asks what your Spotify playlist is called.
My Spotify playlist is, I actually don't know. I don't think I have a public Spotify, so yeah. So nothing. As you can see, now there's a tiny bit of an explosion. They're a little overwhelming sometimes with the amount that it's spawning in. I'm just gonna try having to do 2 because it's continually spawning again. Yeah, this looks great. Looks perfectly good. I'm gonna set these a little bit bigger so that you can see them, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a close up. Instead of having it forever move, I'm gonna have it move just a little bit. Do 1, do 2, and yeah, maybe it look a little better. Right now, I'm just trying to make the particles just look a little bit better, which that didn't. So we're gonna go back. And then yeah, have it delete right on that. I have 10 minutes left, so getting close to the end. I'm gonna finish up these particles and then yeah, just move on. Now it looks like it's spawning the right amount of things, so change this back. And then yeah, just I could be really fancy and give the particles realistic gravity so that when they explode, they like kind of trickle down, so go. But because I only have 10 minutes, that would probably take the rest of the time, and I don't have an end screen, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a new backdrop, and I'm just gonna have it be what's a good one?
Noen.
We Half-Life Alex.
Let me just pause because bad connections.
Okay.
What was your favorite video game?
Half-Life Alex right now. So this is gonna be the end screen, I think. Yeah. And I'm just gonna write with a black pen. Just says the end, and a little sad face because he died, and that's sad. Change it to red. Just have it be a red screen instead. Yeah, sick. So we're almost there. I'm gonna have it. Backdrop switches to, what is it called? Backdrop switches to the end. I should put this here.
No. Underscore it's dot Ruby underscore says what about Cheetos for the name? Toes being
shoes.
Yeah.
Good name. Cheetos. I'll consider it. I want another sound for the end, so I just put in a sound for this. That's a pretty morbid sound. I don't know if I should use that one. This is just the worst. Yeah, that sounds fine. I feel like it's not defeating enough. I want it when you lose, it's like, oh, I just lost, I suck. Oh wait, they have like, I could play like really, I could try to find sad music. Emotional. Yeah, this is good. Sick. And because I have the health variable here, I can have it to where it's constantly checking this health. So if the health is less than, if health is less than 1, then switch the backdrop to light. And then I also want to have it to where when it starts, it switches the backdrop to, I guess it's this guy. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. Okay, sick. Yeah, this is almost done. I just have it to where I have to show it as soon as the game starts, and might be finished. Yeah, so it's pretty much done. I'm just gonna have it to where this thing just, when I start as a clone, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw in an if statement in here. How about an if else? If, let's just go here. Actually, yeah, steal it. I'm gonna steal it from here. Right here. Huh? What? Where did it go? Dang it. There it is. Okay, so if the health is less than 1, then I'm just gonna go ahead and have it delete the clone. And if it's not, then it's going to check, and if it's touching the shoe, basically I should have just fixed the fact that it kept on going. And that's it. This is it's a game made. I made pretty good time. Finished it with 5 minutes left on the live. And here's your health. I could have made it a little bit prettier. Sucks I don't have time for that. Yeah, honestly, it's just a really simple game on a really simple website. Here it is for you guys. We're gonna go with Cheetos Electric Boogaloo 2. I just mixed both the names. Yeah, Cheetos Electric Boogaloo 2. That's the name of the game. It's final. Let's give it a shot. There's no point system. Just because I can add a point system so easily. I have time. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm gonna just keep the point stuff on this. I'm gonna just set the points to 0. On launch of the game, the points are gonna get set to 0, and then forever, every 0.1 seconds, we're just gonna change points. We're just gonna add a point. It's that easy. Now we have a point system, and that was it. So now it's fully done. I'm gonna say, let's just hope that it works. Yeah. So as you can see, my points are going up, and yeah, I just have to keep on trying to dodge Cheetos. I didn't end up adding any healthy fruit in here, which I could still go back and do if I wanted to, if I have time. But I don't have time, so we're gonna call it. It's a pretty easy game. Not gonna lie, no cap. Oh well. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Ignore the points still going. Just, I just don't feel right. I don't feel right. No. It's a little messy because I haven't cleaned it, and I don't think I will, but I just hold on, one more test to see if it works all the way, actually. Okay, it's fixed. It works properly now. The game's fully done. To be in with a chance of winning the latest Not Known clothes, this right here, and the shirt, all you have to do is go to the Converse Custom Builder and make your own shoe, and then post about it, and tag me, tag Converse, use hashtag #CreditHome. The winner will get my customized Converse from episode 3, as well as some clothes. So it's the same competition for if you're trying to win the shoes that I customized. There's that we're also throwing in some limited edition Not Known hoodies and a shirt. With the top 3 runner-ups also getting some Noen clothes. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna play it until the stream ends. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to get 25% off this shoe right here, this guy, all you gotta do is text Noen to the number 75140. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow where I'm gonna be doing whatever you guys wanted me to. It's gonna be 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out, come talk to me, come throw some chats in the live. yeah, thank you guys so much for watching me make this goofy little game. I really appreciate it. Oh, it's so just silly. Bye guys.